Welcome back, and we have Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, Lonnie Bunch, with us. Lonnie, let's take a step back. Where are we on this arc in the cause for civil rights?
You know, in some ways, this is both a moment of optimism, but it's a moment that in some ways we've been here before. I think that this is a time that there are great differences. There are more people involved. It's a diverse group of people trying to fight for change. But to be honest, as an African American, I'm tired of mourning. I'm tired of sort of carrying the burden. But what I realize is that the challenge for all of us is this is a time for America to finally confront its tortured racial past.
It does seem as if there is a majority of white America now sees the inequality, and maybe it took the health pandemic, the economic pandemic, and the examples of more police brutality all happening within this 90-day window, perhaps to get there. How do you take that momentum and turn it into some policy fixes?
Well, I think, first of all, you're right, that this is a moment where America can really grapple with questions of race, have the conversations they need to do, and turn that to policy. For me as a historian, I always look back and I'm listening to the words in my ear of Ella Baker, who said almost 50 years ago that until the death of a black mother's son is as important to this country as the death of a white mother's son, we who believe in freedom cannot rest. So for me, until we get to that day, it means that now's the time to push and not rest, to demand change.
It was interesting yesterday to see the Marines announce that they were basically going to ban they didn't want any of their active duty soldiers to have Confederate flag paraphernalia. It's symbolic. But is this the moment that, and we saw Confederate memorials taken down in Richmond and in Birmingham, though the state of Alabama is fighting the Birmingham one. Do you think this is the moment that we finally sort of get over this Confederate memorial dialogue that we've seemed to be running in circles around?
What I hope is that this is a moment that we can candidly assess our history, that we can look at the Confederate monuments and recognize that some of them need to come down because they represent not just a historic moment, they represent white supremacy and segregation. So I see this as a time that America can finally look at itself and be candid about what needs to change. I also think it's a time where you're really seeing allies cross the board. You're seeing whites in Europe caring about this. You're seeing black and white people coming together in the United States. I think this is the moment. And the key for me is, will there be leadership at the national and the local level to affect the kind of change that this moment is allowing us to do?
Is President Trump redeemable on in this moment?
Say it again, I lost you.
Is President Trump redeemable in this moment?
I think it's important to realize that this is something where all Americans need to own this. That this is not a black problem, this is a quintessential American problem. And my hope is that leadership from the national all the way down to the local will recognize this is a time to bring the country together because it's splintered in ways that are very, very painful. But this is a moment to take that pain and seize the promise of America, a promise that means that we could finally live up to the stated ideals of this country. That's the challenge for all political leadership. Candidly, that's the challenge for all Americans, to say this is our moment of change and transformation.
Lonnie Bunch, I'm going to have to leave it there. Appreciate you coming on, sharing your perspective, and sharing it from that historical context that you always do so well. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Chuck.
Hello from Washington. I'm Chuck Todd, and thanks for checking out the Meet the Press channel on YouTube. Click on the button down here to subscribe, and click over here to watch the latest interviews, highlights, and other digital exclusives.